Well, hi everybody, it's May 2nd, Saturday, and this is the huge hosta that I'm thinking about splitting up because it's choking out. If you can see my one hydrangea right here, and it's just like taken over. I like that part of it is covering the downspout so you don't really see it right away from the sidewalk or the street, but it's choking out. So it's time to split her up. And then I have two other hostas that are back there and a lily. So this is always the first hosta that pops through, and then the other ones come after. So, but this is a hydrangea right here. Shayla's checking out the situation. Yeah, you're checking out the plants. Yeah. So, in DOA's live stream the other day, I was asking about advice. So, thank you, DOA, Defender of Ants. He has a YouTube channel, and he is going up against the cult of Scientology in a two major court cases. So, check him out. Give him your support if you can, because he's trying to go up against an evil human trafficking cult that needs to be stopped. So anyway, and MD Media 18, Matt, he also gave advice about hostas. So those are my two experts that responded the other day. And then this lily is done for the season. And then there's my ceramic rabbit that I took pictures of in the spring when the hyacinth that's planted right over here bloomed. And the hyacinth is gone for the season, but there's the little rabbit. And then, of course, lovely weeds. Loved the repeated rainstorms that we had. Here's some more hostas. I love the ones with the white around the edges of the leaves. Those are my favorite. And then there's another big hosta, another kind, that is right here. And this one probably needs to be split up too. And then of course the weeds come popping on through, and we've got one bag of mulch, and then we have two more by the front of the house. But hopefully somebody will have a sale on mulch, the natural kind I like. I don't like the dyed colored kind, because they say if it's dyed a color and it bleeds through the soil to the ground, it could affect your plants, And here's more lovely weeds that when we have the next rainstorms, maybe Nathan, my boyfriend, can help me pull them, because I can't bend over very well anymore these days or be on my knees, because I have spinal stenosis and herniated discs in the L4, L5. I have no cartilage left in my right knee, so when I bend, the bone on bone rubs, and that's not very nice. That's not very enjoyable. And then, so I'll just walk back over here, and these were the wild violets. A Facebook page that's about gardening tips and stuff. Tons of people commented and said, those are wild violets. But they're done blooming now. There's only a few stray purple blooms left. So anyway, it was real pretty when it was all purple. I love purple. Don't we, Shayla? Yes, we do. We love purple. And then this is a big daffodil that I have, and it's done for the season. Here's another perennial. I forget what it's called, but it has very aromatic blooms when it blooms. And three more lilies. Another hyacinth that I just planted. It was on clearance at Aldi for like $2 and something, and It was half dead when I got it, but it seems to be doing okay, even though we had frigid temperatures last night. Woke up and it was like 33, 34 degrees Fahrenheit when I got up this morning at about 8:30 to take Shayla out. And then this is another hyacinth and another perennial. It's the same as the other one over there. This is where we would normally put tomato plants because the sun comes full force really good here. So, but I don't know if we're going to do that this year. We may not have money in the budget. So we'll probably just, put mulch down and try to keep the weeds at bay as much as possible. So yeah, that's my front area. And you've seen in previous videos that I did, I have that tulip, basically a tulip and salvia and 2 rose bushes and a yellow flowering perennial in the flower circle in honor of my mom. She loved flowers and she loved pink. So I used to always get her pink geraniums, pink petunias, anything pink I would try to get. So, alright, well, it's pretty quiet. And Nathan went to go do Uber Eats. He's fed up with the corporate world and the banking industry. He worked for 27 and a half years as an item processor. And then the last job was in a lockbox, and that was an extremely toxic environment. The managers and the supervisors were not very supportive of their staff, and they basically hung people out to dry. So there was high turnover at that job, and so that's what really burnt Nathan out, because he's the type where he'll work overtime for you. He'll stay there until the project is done, or at least try to. But they really did a number on him and kind of destroyed his self-esteem. So he's doing Uber Eats because, one, it helps him be flexible for hours, and so he can help his mom, and so he can help me. And there's a major fireplace restoration that's happening over at his condo where he has his mom living. And about a year and a half ago, one of the other residents had a major fire in their unit, and that caused the fire marshal to come out and do an investigation, and they found out that the fireplaces for this condo situation, big housing development, were not up to code. So that generated them all to have to be brought up to code. And so anyway, so now it's finally happening in his building, in his condo. They did the demolition part, and so there's now this big open hole in the wall, and they've got to have an electrician do wiring. They have to be inspected by the fire marshal, drywall, tile. So it's a big major project. And then I have hail and wind damage considerably to my roof here at my house. So, yep, a lot of things on the fire, as they say. And so we just try to do the best that we can. And Shayla's a trooper through all of it. And she's partly what keeps us sane. So, love you very much, Shayla. Neighbors are coming home or leaving out, and she's looking. Yep. Hi. Yeah, you're a good girl. All right. Thanks, everybody. Hope you're doing well in your neck of the woods, and everyone's happy and healthy. And, check out DOA, Defender of Ants. Check out MD Media 18. And also check out Kirby's Mom on YouTube, Hellaboard, Hippie Chick 69, GM flour. Oh, I can't remember. Well, when I remember the other YouTube channels, that if you can, it would be great, and give them some support. So if you like my videos, like them, comment. I'm not monetized. I'm not in this for any money. I don't know. But hope everyone has a good day, good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.